Hello, I'm Howard, pastor of the Roseville New Church, and welcome back to Spiritual Shorts. Let's talk about judgment. Whether it's assessing a situation, forming an opinion about someone, or deciding what is right or wrong, judgment is part of being human. But how often do we stop to think about how we judge? How intentional are we about our judgments? And what it means for our own spiritual growth and freedom. The teachings for the new church offer us some deep wisdom here. Judgment, as described in the heavenly doctrine, isn't just opinion or criticism. It is the act of discerning between good and evil, accepting what is good and rejecting what is evil. It's essential to how we live our lives, but judgment is also tricky because it raises some big questions. When is it our place to judge? And when isn't it? How do we discern rightly, especially when we often don't see the whole picture? Let's explore how the Lord's teachings help us to navigate these questions. First, there are judgments we simply are not allowed to make. Spiritual judgment, determining someone's eternal fate, is reserved for the Lord alone. Why? Well, because only the Lord knows the true state of someone's heart. Outward appearances can be quite deceiving. Someone who seems outwardly good might have hidden selfish motives, while someone who struggles outwardly might have deep goodness within. The Lord calls us to humility. Instead of presuming to judge someone's soul, we are asked to leave that to Him. Instead, we are encouraged to hope for the best for others and give them the benefit of the doubt. This isn't just a kind gesture, it's a spiritual discipline that frees us from the impossible burden of determining someone's eternal destiny. However, judgment isn't always forbidden. In fact, it's necessary in many areas of life. For example, we are called to judge actions, especially when they harm others or threaten the good of society. Recognizing and condemning evil is part of protecting freedom and fostering justice. But, and this is important, we are to judge the actions, not the person's soul. We don't know their motives or their struggles, and we shouldn't assume we do. We're also called to examine our own lives. Self-judgment is critical for spiritual growth, but it too has limits. Just as we can't pass final judgment on others, we also can't pass it on ourselves. Certainty, whether of salvation or condemnation, can lead us astray. Confidence in salvation might make us complacent, while certainty of being lost might cause despair. Instead, the Lord calls us to examine ourselves honestly and conditionally, using self-reflection as a tool for repentance and renewal. So how do we ensure our judgments are righteous? The key is to judge with wisdom, humility, and compassion. The judges of Israel were instructed to judge from the Word, not from their own opinions. That's our example too. We must put aside personal biases and stereotypes, judging others by their actions, not assumptions that we make. Compassion is equally important. Recognizing evil doesn't mean condemning people permanently. People like us, we're works in progress. We can judge actions fairly while leaving space for repentance and change. And when in doubt, we can return to that simple but powerful mantra. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Here's the heart of it. Judgment should always be for the sake of use. Its purpose is to guide, protect, and build up, not tear down or destroy. If judgment serves no meaningful purpose, perhaps it's not necessary at all. Before rushing to judgment, we should ask, will this help? If not, maybe we can let it go. The Lord teaches us, for you will be treated as you treat others. The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged. If we judge harshly or selfishly, we cultivate that same spirit in ourselves. But if we strive to judge with righteousness, grounded in the Word and tempered by compassion, we invite the Lord's perfect justice into our lives. So let's leave spiritual judgment to the Lord. Let's strive to judge actions fairly, examine ourselves honestly, and give others and ourselves the benefit of the doubt. In doing so, we reflect the Lord's mercy and love in this world. Thanks for joining me today for this episode of Spiritual Shorts. If this message spoke to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, may your judgments be wise, your heart be humble, and your trust in the Lord unwavering. God bless you.